For the final example of mods, we have something that's a little bit maybe more instructive than our module with Billy and weird things inside of it. This time we're going to have a mod country, and this is a good way to think of mods, because you have a country, and then inside of countries you have provinces or states, and then inside of those you have cities, and that's kind of similar to the way modules work. So let's imagine that we have so we have this mod here, and we would like to start out with this function called printcountry. And we're going to have these types inside here. So you'll have a city that will be able to print the country that is inside of. And note that this we're not making this public. So let's see, country is going to just be a stir, and it's going to say print line, we are in the country of something country. And then inside of that we have a mod province, and we're going to make it public. And then inside of that we have print province, and you can see as well that this is not public. So let's see, province is going to be a stir, and so the idea is that, you know, provinces can print their own thing. Cities can print their own thing, their own province, because they're inside of it. And if you're inside of it, you get access. You don't need to. You don't need pub, because you're inside of the actual thing. Let's see, print province. So over here we're going to say, let's see, we are in the province of something, and we have a province. And then inside of the mod province, we have a pub mod city. And so that, let's see, and then inside of here we have this public function called printcity, and we're going to do that. So we're making it public so we can call it from outside here, and then we'll have the cities that we'll be able to call this. So we'll say, let's say country is going to have, that's going to be a stir, province, also a stir, and a city is, so 3 stirs. And then we're going to call the functions. And right now, first we'll start out with this this full crate path. We can make it nicer in a second, but just so you can see how it works, you have create country, and then print country, and then there you go, put the country inside of there, and then we're going to let's see, create country, and then province, like that, and then print province, and then put the province inside of there. So you put in the 3 things, and it's going to say we are in the country of blah blah blah. Actually, let's take that out. In the province of something, in the city of something, like that. So here we go. In the city of city, and then if you go down to here, then we can finally go to create, and then country, province, and this is the only public function that we can call from main. So this first mod is it's going to be public, because the first mod is always public, but this is private, so we can't call it. And this pub mod is so that we can go inside this, and then inside this, and then finally into our public function. So all these when you're going in from step to step, it has to be private. So this is private because it's the first mod. Then we go in through here, then we can go in through here, and we're going through these pubs that are like opening the door and letting us in to access the stuff inside. So province, city, and then print city, like that, and then we'll finally give it some data. So we'll say Canada, New Brunswick, and Moncton, which is a city in New Brunswick. And there you go. You can see that So we use this printcity function, and printcity, because it's inside here, it has access to these functions. So it's kind of interesting how it works. So we get access to this function through all the pubs, but this one doesn't need pub to get at these functions because it's standing inside of them. And that's why the city analogy is good, because if you're in Moncton, if you're in the city, you're always going to be in the province that the city is inside. And if you're inside this province, you're always going to be inside the country that you're inside. But if you're just in Canada, it doesn't mean that you're in this province. You might be in another one, so you don't get access just by being inside of a country. You actually have to be inside the smaller area. And so the next thing we're going to do is make this look a little bit nicer. So we have this pubmod city, and there is a keyword called super. So super, like that. And super means above. And that's why you have like Superman, supernatural, like that, things that are above, regular man, regular nature. And super, that's what it means here. So it goes back a level. So use super, so you go back to here, pull that in, and then we're also going to use everything that's inside province. So this is saying use stuff inside of country, and this is saying use stuff inside of province. And then we can then we don't need this anymore, and then we don't need this anymore. And then finally we can go down here and say use create, and then country, province. Hold on, what are we doing? Province, city, print city. So do that, and then we can start calling the function a little bit more normally, and this should do the exact same thing. And so we just use this to make things a little bit prettier. And super, you see this quite a lot when you're doing testing. You make like a test module, and then you use super to bring in all the functions you're going to use. You make like a module for your tests, and we're going to see that in the start looking at tests starting in the next video actually.